good, fam? It's your big brother Low. We got a crazy podcast. There's a couple of things that I really need to address that just got me in my feelings. All right. The first thing that really got me in my feelings is this Cheesecake Factory raggedy bitch. All right. This woman is a disgrace. She is the reason why men treat women the way that they do. This raggedy bitch. Oh, I'm so proud of that dude for not taking her to a restaurant, another restaurant, and just dropping her raggedy ass off. Telling her something, look at me. Look at you. What are you, 38, 39? You still trying to run around here swinging that hysterectomy pussy? You raggedy bitch. You too good to go to Cheesecake Factory. Now you're known as the Cheesecake Factory bitch. Yo, on some real shit. Yo, women need to really start getting at these women that are making women, especially black women, look bad on media outlets. For an example, um, Pussy Feel Red, or AKA Sexy Red. What the fuck? No adult woman has checked this raggedy bitch yet? Don't nobody care? Do something. Speak to this bitch. Put up a post and let her know that the woman community is behind her, because that little bitch is lost and she needs some help. She needs help. The shit that they're utilizing her platform for is to only disintegrate the young black females. This shit is only here to break them down lower. You got on the lipstick called gonorrhea, butthole brown. Like, come on, man. How is that even acceptable? How would I'm trying not to do a lot of cursing and all right, let me get back to the Cheesecake Factory woman. In her hair. And then you're going to say, oh, the only reason why I recorded is because I wanted to spark a conversation. No, you recorded because you were trying to humiliate Homeboy. And then he ended up humiliating you because you damn near begged him to change his mind and take your raggedy ass out somewhere. You want somebody to spend top dollar for that hysterectomy pussy. Don't nobody want that fucking wide, nasty ass, wide open, spit dark hole that you got between your legs. And he's supposed to go all out for you? Come on. You're a disgrace. You are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. Matter of fact, oh my God, women are doing shit that's going to put them in the position that they're going to have to go out and fight and contend, and they're not going to be able to contend. They're not going to be able to compete when it comes to that point. Because you raggedy bitches is killing virtue. Your raggedy bitches is killing chivalry. You're making men not want to be chivalrous. You're making men not want to stand up and protect you. But you say you want to feel protected. But you try to humiliate him by recording you rejecting him going out, taking you out to the Cheesecake Factory, which there's nothing wrong with going to the Cheesecake Factory. But since this raggedy bitch did that, now there's this list of 30 places that women would not go out to. I noticed this. Y'all bitches got a problem with going out to certain places to eat, but you'll go lay up in any abortion clinic. Now, my next person that I need to talk about or talk to is Gino Jennings. I've been following you for years, bro, and I really stood behind you, but more and more you're showing me that you are not who you claim to be. I've watched you debate plenty of people that didn't know the Bible. And you sat up and you tried to humiliate them or make them look bad as you debated them. But when IUIC came to your church to debate you, you hid. And then when you finally did come out of hiding, you did something that really rubbed me the wrong way. You called them the Purple Gang. You tried to make them look like an average street gang. You tried to make them look like a street gang. You said they beat on their women. Let's get this straight. I don't know if those dudes beat on their women or not. But I do know plenty of Christian men that do. And I'm sure you've done it too. You from Philly, you've beat your wife before. That's just in your nature. You've done it. You walk around with this big bravado. I know that if she speak out of line, there's a time when you gonna put your hands on her. I know this. If you believe in anything If you claim you believe in women can't be preachers and all of that, then you definitely believe in correcting your woman. You have put your hands on your woman before. All right. I didn't never see it, but I bet you I'm right. That's one. The second thing is I noticed about you that rubs me the wrong ways. Anytime someone tries to prove to you the identity of Christ by pulling out what it says in the Bible, you start reaching miles and go on these long stretches to try to prove that Christ wasn't black. Now, if Christ was from the seed of David, if he was from the tribe of Judah, he was black. He wasn't light skinned. He wasn't Spanish. He wasn't fucking uh these Khazar Jews. He was black. He was Negroid. Kinky hair, woolly hair, darker skin. So that's not, you can't dispute that. And I can show you it in the Bible. I can show you in history books where if you are in the tribe from the lineage of Judah, the line of Judah, if you were from the line of Solomon, David, you were dark-skinned person with thick, kinky hair. Now, the thing that really, 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 really hurt me, that made me be like, I can't never watch another broadcast this man put out. One day I watched you talked about the Hebrew Israel after you hid from IUIC. You hid from them. And then once they were gone, you came out talking like you had some backbone. But one thing you said that just really irked me, you fucking bastard. You said, your nasty, dirty, black skin. Oh, that got me mad. Because I ain't never heard you say that about nobody else. Ever. Now, white people have been running around with these white pictures of Jesus forever. Or at least, well, let's say, or at least since the 1500s, right? Not once have I ever heard you call them nasty, dirty, white skin. Never. Never. All of these pictures of Christ. Now, I have heard you be like, that ain't Christ. But I've never heard you condemn what the person looked like you did to the Hebrew Israelites. I've never heard you try to make Rome or the Vatican or the Catholic Church look like a gang like you did with IUIC. So I look at you and I say, you do to the black man exactly what America has done with the black man, and that's vilify him. You make him a villain. You are not a man of God. You need to step from the pulpit. You need to go and repent, and you need to sit back and let somebody else step up that will be able to handle that without getting involved with the name calling, because a black man is saying that Christ was black. And if you look at the region of the world that he come from and the people that lived in that region before they were killed and conquered, you'd see that they were dark-skinned people. If you look in the history books, you will see that the history books talk about how Portugal and Spain and France went down into Israel and took the people and made them slaves in their country. That's why when they say that my people, when Christ says my people were scattered all four corners of the world, America's not the only place that got the people that came out of that region of the world. Now, I do have some comments that I want to make to Bishop Nathaniel. But before I do make those comments, I want to be clear on what I'm commenting about. So I'm going to prolong that part of it. But as far as that Cheesecake Factory bitch, so Gino Jennings, fuck y'all. And one more thing, Pastor Gino Jennings. I was watching a clip of you, and you said that God created hell. No, you said God said he created hell to get even with man. Now, I don't search the Bible. I don't went through my concordance. I don't Googled. And I've even called other preachers to find out, have they ever heard of that? Nobody's ever heard of that. So I'm wondering, where did you get that from? Because I saved the clip, and I'm going to put it up when I post this, of you saying that God said he created hell to get even with man. We Got It Crazy podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. You are now rocking with the best. That's right. The thing I wanted to ask to Bishop Nathaniel was, why do you think IUC is the only ones that got it right? Why don't nobody else have it right? Why don't I never hear you big up other camps? I only hear you condemn them. If this is a movement for the people, by the people, why ain't the people doing it together? Why ain't the big mission to join forces with other camps and get them to come in and start working together? Why ain't y'all looking at the common goals? What do you have in common instead of focusing so hard on what you have, the things that you guys bicker about? Imagine if all of the Israel camps came together. Imagine if you can get the black churches to all get involved and everybody come together and they say, this right here is the one thing that we're standing on. This is what the Bible says. This is what we're doing. Imagine how powerful we could become if we did that. But we let everything keep us divided. Everything keeps us divided. I grew up in this town called Spring Valley. It's in this place called Rockland County, right? And where I live at, we grew up on a bunch of Jews. I went to school with a lot of these little Jews. And like from elementary to like junior high, I went to school with a lot of Jews. And a lot of shit that they used to tell me just, you know what I'm saying? They are all about togetherness. They are all about brotherhood. They get together, not like individually, like we all going to my man's. No, these motherfuckers get the heads of, I would call like the head of their districts, and they get together and they come to one agreement on everything. We don't do that at all, at all, at all. We won't go to our own children's like PTA meetings. All right, so I'm not even gonna go into the whole. All I'm saying is this: if you guys with these big platforms, especially the ones in ministry, if you guys would come together and work together, imagine how big and how powerful that movement that we all speak of, that we want, could be. Gino Jennings, repent. Repent. Take some time off of the pulpit. Let somebody else stand up. Humble yourself. Get rid of that self-righteous spirit that you got on you. You understand? Get back in tone with God. Come back more powerful. Stand in your rightful spot and do what you were made to do. You were made to do what you do. You just got caught up. You think you're the best. You think that you walking around being more concerned about being the best than other than just doing your part. You guys will never hear me though. We got it crazy. We got a crazy podcast.